Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Good morning. Boker Tov. Bruchim Habaim. Welcome to our Tot Shabbat service with Rabbi Bellows. I'm Rabbi Bellows, and we're going to sing together. We're going to pray together a little bit. And so we are going to get started by singing about how happy we are that we get to dwell together as brothers, as sisters, as family, as friends. We sing Hine Matov Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Okay, now repeat after me. Hine Matov. That's pretty good, but you got to be twice as loud. Let's try it again. Hine. There you go. Matov. Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Do it again now. Hine Matov Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Okay, now you got to sing it like one of our friends who likes to come here sometimes, and that is Mr. Slippy the squirrel. Say hi, Slippy. Hi, Slippy. How are you? Slippy loves to sing with us as well. So everybody sing like Slippy, okay? Sing like Slippy. All right, repeat after Slippy. That's pretty good, you guys. Oh, Slippy, thank you for that. Slippy, what is that you're holding there? Oh, your acorn. Slippy, what do you like to eat on Shabbat? When you have like Shabbat dinner, what do you like to eat? Oh, your acorn. Okay, I could have guessed that you like to eat your acorn. That makes a lot of sense. All right, Slippy, can you say goodbye to everybody? Everybody say goodbye to Slippy. Bye, everybody, he says. Okay, bye-bye, Slippy. Okay, Slippy's going to go away and is going to continue to sing with us. And so let's sing about another friend that's joining us. Whoa, everyone say, come on in. It's Mr. Dinosaur. There's Mr. Dinosaur right there. Hi, Mr. Dinosaur. Oh, my. Hi, Mr. Dinosaur. Welcome. I'm glad you can join us. We're going to sing like Mr. Dinosaur about Shabbat. Can you do that? There's a dinosaur knocking at my door. Knocking 1, 2, 3. There's a dinosaur knocking at my door. And he wants to spend Shabbat with me. He wants to light the candles. Everyone hold up your candles. And he wants to drink the wine or grape juice. Everyone drink your wine or grape juice. He wants to eat some challah. Everyone eat your challah. Because it always tastes so fine. Because he's a dinosaur knocking at my door. Knocking 1, 2, 3. There's a dinosaur knocking at my my door, and he wants to spend Shabbat. He wants to spend Shabbat. Well, he wants to spend Shabbat with me. Oh, yay! Everybody say goodbye, Mr. Dinosaur. Goodbye, Mr. Dinosaur. We'll see you again. Blow. You can even blow him kisses. Mwah. Mwah. You can blow kisses. Mwah. Goodbye, Mr. Dinosaur. Oh, it was so fun and wonderful having Mr. Dinosaur join us for Shabbat. And this is such a beautiful day, this Shabbat. So let's sing about how beautiful, how wonderful this is, how beautiful this day of Shabbat is. We sing Maya Fe Hayom. Maya Fe Hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Maya Fe Hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Sing it again with me. Maya Fe Hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Maya Fe Hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. All right, this is a wonderful Shabbat, and we are now ready to say the blessings for Shabbat, even though it's a Saturday morning, and you may have already lit your candles last night, we can still join together in the blessings for Shabbat. And for that, we need a little Shabbat, Shabbat. So everybody sing nice and loud now. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Sing it again now. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. First blessings for your candles. Hold up your candles or pretend candles. Here we go. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher tichanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Okay, now hold up your Kiddush cups, your wine or your grape juice. Here we go. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Okay, now hold up your real or pretend challah. Here we go. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam motzi lechem min haaretz. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Oh, that is fantastic. We have said our Shabbat blessings, and now we think about the words of the Shema. And the words of the Shema, they talk about hearing, about listening. So let's try this. Let's take a couple of minutes, not a couple of minutes, let's take a few seconds and close our eyes. Just take a minute and close our eyes and see if we can hear some sounds around us. So don't talk. You can keep breathing, but don't talk. And close your eyes and see what sounds you can hear around you. Oh, did you hear sounds around you? Maybe you heard somebody breathing or giggling. Maybe you heard somebody cough. Maybe you heard somebody say something. Maybe you heard a pet that you have at home. Maybe you heard, did anybody hear maybe something outside? So we're thinking about like that guy right there who's listening too. He's happily listening. So we think to ourselves how important it is to listen to the world around us and to people around us as we close our eyes and sing the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem, Kivod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed. All right, it is story time. So everybody turn on your listening ears, whoop, and button your lips. Whoop. All right. Once upon a time, a long time ago, there was a king. And that king liked to walk through his kingdom sometimes, like to walk through or maybe go through on a wagon or something like that, a carriage. And he liked to just inspect the people who lived in his kingdom and just kind of see how they're doing. Well, one Friday night, he smelled the most delicious food, and he followed his nose to somebody's house. And he saw that their lights were on and people were gathered in there and having a good time together. This was before COVID, so it was okay for a lot of people in a small house. And so he decided to go up and knock on the door. And he said, I smell the most delicious food. Can I please come in and join you? And a woman who was inside said, Your Majesty, of course, I'd be honored for you to come and join us. Come on in. So the king came in, and they lit Shabbat candles, and they did the Kiddush, and they said the blessing over the challah, and they ate the most delicious food. Everything that the king ate just tasted better than the last bit of food. It was amazing. And he said, he turned to them at the end of the night, after like singing together and people told stories, he said, can I please have your recipes for everything we ate tonight so that I could give it to my royal cook and I can have them at home? And the woman said, of course, Your Majesty. Of course, here's all the recipes. So the king went back to his castle and he gave all those recipes to the royal cook. And he demanded, he said, cook for me, please, these foods. They're the most delicious foods I've ever tasted. Please do that. And the royal cook said, of course, Your Majesty, I will. So the royal cook cooked all those foods and brought them to the king. And the king tasted them and was like, you followed the recipe? And the royal cook said, of course, Your Majesty, everything you wrote down. And the king said, it tastes okay, but it doesn't taste as good as it did at that house that Friday night. Go try again. And the royal cook went and tried again and came back. And once again, it didn't taste the same. So the king said, oh, all right, I don't know what to do. So the next Friday, he went back to that same house and he knocked on the door and said, can I join you again? I gave the royal cook the recipes for your food and it just didn't taste the same. I don't know what to do. And the woman said, of course, Your Majesty, come and join us. So they lit Shabbat candles and they did the Kiddush and they said the blessing over the challah. And they said, oh my goodness, they said, they gave him the most amazing food. And the king had such a wonderful time eating all that food, and then went back to the royal cook with the new recipes, gave it to the cook. The cook once again gave him the food, and the king said, it does not taste the same. It doesn't taste as good as it did that night. What do I do? And the royal cook said, I don't know, Your Majesty, I don't know what to do. So the king went back the next Friday night and knocked on the door and said, look, I don't know what's going on, but I've given these recipes to the royal cook, and he can't make them taste right. Why don't they taste as good as when they're here? The woman said, Your Majesty, I think I know what's missing. Some Shabbat spice. And the king said, Shabbat spice? What is that? Is that a special spice I've never heard of? You need to give it to me right now so I can make it at my castle and eat all this delicious food. And the woman said, no, Your Majesty. It means that it's the special spice that comes with Shabbat. It's the Shabbat. It's the lighting candles and being together with family that makes it taste so wonderful. So the king understood, and from that day on, the king decided every Friday night he'd go over to that family's house and he would spend Shabbat with them and enjoy that delicious food. And with that, we continue to celebrate our own Shabbat. All right, so let's sing another Shabbat song together. Let's sing a little Bim Bomb. This is one of my favorite Shabbat songs, so if you know it, you have to sing nice and loud. Bim Bomb, bim, 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 bomb, bim, 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 bomb. Cheery, beery, beery, bim Bomb, bim, 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 bomb, bim, 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 bomb. Everybody say Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Oh, it has been wonderful singing with all of you this morning. And now it's time for us to sing goodbye to each other. Until next time, don't be too sad. Don't cry. It's okay. But we'll sing Shalom Chaverim together. Shalom Chaverim. Shalom Chaverim. Shalom. Shalom. Lehitraot. Lehitraot. Shalom, shalom. Goodbye, my friends, goodbye, my friends, goodbye, goodbye. Until we meet again, until we meet again, goodbye, shalom. Shalom, everybody. Goodbye. I hope you enjoyed singing with me this morning. I wish you all Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat peace, and I hope you have a great week and enjoy the rest of this day. Try to maybe go outside, and